Hi, I'm Travis Lazarzik.
And I'm Evan Crawley, and this week for Gridiron Gurus, we're here at Rudman Field in Madison, where the Bulldogs are getting ready for their first playoff game in nearly 20 years. Last time they got together with Belfast, though, Travis, it was quite the show.
Yeah, it was here about mid-season. Final score was Belfast 82, Madison 60. Game took just over 3 hours, the highest scoring game anyone can remember in Maine high school football in years. Now, Madison since then has gone 3-1. They've really tightened up their defense. I don't expect them to give up 82 points again, but then you really can't expect Belfast to give up 60 again either. Belfast is led by Stephen Davis, a transfer from Mountain View High School, who is just seems to be a touchdown machine this year. Whenever he touches the ball, he's a threat to score. But Madison has some speed themselves with Cody Saucier, Jordan Curtis in the backfield, and wide receiver Derek LeBlanc and quarterback Chase Malloy. So it could be a high-scoring game. I don't know if it'll be as high-scoring as the last time, but it should be a good game nonetheless.
And recently we caught up with some of these guys and just see how they're preparing for that first playoff game in 19 years.
It's a pretty good feeling. It's something that's I feel like is going to drive us on Saturday to play at another level. Hopefully, play a lot better. And it's a good feeling, but it doesn't really mean much if we don't win. So we got to get the win.
Tell me about Belfast. You guys played that game that everyone in the state was talking about in the regular season. So what do you expect this time around?
Probably expecting some defense, hopefully, this time. I don't think it'll be as high scoring, but I think it'll be a good game, and hopefully the defense comes out ready and we can take them out. So.
What are you guys doing well right now?
Offensively, we can score points. We've showed that. But defensively, we're giving some different looks, trying to do some different things to confuse some teams maybe, or just give them something different that they didn't see last time, hopefully.
Well, it feels really nice because we haven't been there in so long. I feel like we're going to start a tradition here, and we'll just keep continuing. But if we don't win, it still doesn't really mean much.
What's your first thought when you think of Belfast?
They beat us last time, but they can score points, but we can too. But we just need to play better defense against them.
What are you guys doing well right now?
Well, I think we're playing better on defense than we have in a while. Since Belfast, our defense has gotten a lot better. So I think we're doing pretty well on defense.
Well, it's a really big accomplishment, and I'm really happy to be a part of this team, but I want to go for it all, so as long as we keep winning, then that's the plan.
What do you got to do this time against Belfast to keep from scoring 82 points?
Well, defense is a major thing. We need to tackle more, and basically our special teams, we need to get that on point, and then other than that, I think we should be all right.
You guys have played pretty well in the second half of the season. What do you think you guys are doing better?
After we played Belfast last, we've been stepping it up on defense for sure. And each week so far, we've been ramping up our special teams and making sure we don't get beat where we need it most.
Now, in PTCB, Skowhegan may not have made the playoffs, but their win over Mount Blue certainly had a ripple effect in the rest of the conference. As a result, Coney, 6-2, got the number 2 seed and the first round bye that goes with it, just barely edging out Lawrence. Now, Travis, what's the rest of the PTCB preliminary round looking like?
Well, right now we have Lawrence with that 3rd seed. They're going to be playing number 6 Brewer. Lawrence beat Brewer in Brewer 17-0 in the regular season. And in the 4-5 game, we have number 4 Messalonskee hosting number 5 Mount Blue. Messalonskee went to Mount Blue in the regular season, lost a close 14-7 game. Expect a little more of the same from both teams in terms of close, hard-hitting defensive styles.
And over in Western D in the Campbell Conference, Oak Hill will host Maranacook on Saturday afternoon at 12:30. Earlier this season, Maranacook hung tight with the Raiders. It was a 2-touchdown game until they opened it up late. But that game was played without Kyle Flaherty, and Flaherty looked great last week in a big 28-14 win over Lisbon, rushing for more than 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. In the other game Friday night, Winthrop Monmouth, they'll travel to Old Orchard Beach. Certainly will be a big, and it'll be a close game. Last time the two teams met, Winthrop Monmouth held the lead at halftime before OOB exploded in the second half. Stopping Brian Roberts will be huge for them, as he's been a two-way threat at quarterback, both running and passing. And for more on these games and much, much more, please log on to www.centralmaine.com, as well as pick up the Kennebec Journal and Morning Sentinel newspapers.
That's it for us this week. Enjoy whatever playoff games you make it to this weekend, and we'll see you next week on Gridiron Gurus.